Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And we're off and running from Charlotte. Here's Thomas on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Williams starting with a pass here. Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
Five on the catch, 5 still to go on second down. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Fights his way through a tackle. Past the 35. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Man, this offensive season has barely begun, and they are already, Brock, celebrating in that end zone. I mean, still basically a full 17 games to go. And so far, so good.
Pay off all of that offseason work. The OTAs, the mini camps, get into preseason, training camp, all of it. And you can't do it much better than that.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Second and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Now it's Young. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Target on that throw, and it's third down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Shotgun snap now to Young. And they come up empty on that third down. Would have been good for the first, but couldn't hang on through that hit. It is fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Williams to throw. And as a catch for Luther Burden. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
5 on the catch, 5 still to go on second down. One in behind center with Swift. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Extra DB out there for the Panthers. Third down. They send the tight end in motion. They'll air it out on third. And Williams going to slide to a stop after picking up that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, here's Swift. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throwing on second, Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. This is brought in at the 15. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up. They'll run it with Monunga. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up second and goal. Now, you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger.
And he gets in, touchdown!
Williams on the keeper. Touchdown.
Well, we're just, let's see, Kate, 2 drives into this season, but they've got to be elated with how this offense is humming. Back-to-back drives to start the year. It's exactly the plan you want.
That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Trevor Achane to return it. Things going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here you go. Face it high. Good.
Up the middle, Hubbard. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Young. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Third down run by Hubbard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He was brought down at the
Showing some patience in their
45-yard line.
ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
Sam Martin on again now to punt it away.
For Carolina.
And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Fields this one at the 3. Escapes the defender. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive, a run by Swift. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Williams will look to throw. He's got Khalif Raymond. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go. To throw, Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And give him the 1st down. Winds up with about 6 on that play before you stop.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. The scoreboard reads 13-0. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Swift gets it, going left. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? As an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Now it's Monangai. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And that's going to earn Chicago the 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Williams making a change here at the line. They'll work against the blitz. For the perimeter here, it's Loveland. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Off the play fake, Williams. Buying some time left. Now he takes it. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Second and 3 now. They go with Monangai here. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. On play action, here's Williams. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Monangai with it. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. They got a handful on the play. Now need a handful more. 5 yards on 2nd and goal.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
They go counter. It's Johnson. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call, because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Third and goal, they need 3 yards here. Swift. Straight ahead he goes, and across the goal line. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Swift brought one back earlier and now takes one across. Santos now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And the advantage now stands at 20.
Panthers nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Achane. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Achane on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive beginning with a run. It's Hubbard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
At the 30-yard line.
$4 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
Young throwing here. Short pass brought in. And out of bounds he goes after picking up just one. Going to try for something better now on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Young to throw here on 3rd. And that's going to end up an incomplete pass. Not on the quarterback there. The pass was dropped. It's 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Takes this in at the 25. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. On play action, Williams. He just got ready to block, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Some yardage lost and 1st down lost too with that grounding flag. This is 2nd and long. Now here's Williams. He's keeping it. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still brought not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the 1st down.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. To throw is Williams. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Now Young. Flush down out to his left. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. Offense to the line fast. And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium, though. Stick around. Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. Young looking to throw. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Young to throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That one really stings, Gabe, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Sam Martin on the punch. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. Now Williams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. Second down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And defense wins round one in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
Now second down throw for Williams. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. Oh, he loses the football. And the Panthers get to that one.
Hey, a normal old stop with third down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from him literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Hand off that epistle. Here's Hubbard. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Hubbard again. Gets to space right side. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard on the board. That's his first of the season. This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Flares, but it does stay inside that right upright. And lead is cut to 13. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Khalif Raymond to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Williams. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete. It's 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Williams set to pass. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st down Bears.
Williams to throw. Shoves one away. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's going to be hauled to the ground with a 1st down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play.
And the Bears.
All right, they're shuffling things around a bit. Williams on 1st down. Complete right side. Burden has it. It looks like he got around 8 yards before he headed out of bounds, Brock. 2nd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these out cuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Great start on that 1st down. Only need 2 here on 2nd. Here's Williams again. Escapes the pocket. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
It's no good. He needed more leg, and he lead will remain
Keeps the
at
score
13.
Bears 20,
That's halftime of
Panthers
this
7.
contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready? He's hot. We're good. 120.
Started this third quarter, it's Hubbard. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Young. And he had it, but he lost it on that hit. So a nice early defensive play out of the locker room to break up that catch. It's now 3rd down. Oh, Brock, he's had to wait and wait to even be targeted in this game. And he's going to have to keep waiting now to see that first catch.
You know who will not be waiting? The critics after this one. You have got to get your tight end involved. Find a way somehow to get him the ball.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here's Young to throw. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Kobe Bryant has it. And the Bears will take over along the midfield stripe back to the interception and return.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Williams on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Ooh, we had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
The incomplete pass. Here comes 2nd and 10. Williams will look to throw. And that one's going to be incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw, Williams. To the middle, that's snared by Burden. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They pass on that long field goal. Would have been 55 yards. They're going for this. On 4th down, it's Williams. Caught for the first and more. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago!
Complete to DeAndre Swift. Touchdown.
Well, this machine
Chicago.
has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Williams and the Bears getting set to try for two.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they try for two, but it doesn't work out.
Bears 26, Panthers 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Achane. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
First and 10.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He's under pressure, and down he goes. And get to him at the 38. Grady Jarrett. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Trying again following the sack. Young. Cups. This is Xavier Leggett. And a good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. He's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. 1st down coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Young throwing here. And he will not find the connection on the other end there. Incompletion sets up 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Here's Young, 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Looking to throw, Young. McMillan on the slant. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
A 7-yard
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Now it's Young. This is complete to Waller. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Move the chain! Got to move them chain! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Young now on first. And he's moved past that interception nicely. Now 4 for 5 passing on this series. From the red zone now. And this will wind up incomplete, so the failure to connect brings up second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
He brings it in. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch, so give him, it looks like, about 7. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. 3rd and 3 in front of him now. After that completion got him 7. It's Hubbard off the option. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
Right here, Kate, this is where I'd love to see a team go no huddle. You just ripped off a great run. Momentum-changing run. Now get back to the line and don't let that defense breathe.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Brooks runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Tracks out, but a lucky bounce takes it through. And it cuts the lead down just a bit. Now at 12. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. To really create some indecision now defensively.
Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Motioning one of the tight ends. To the ground. It's Monangai. He takes this out to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Back-to-back carries here. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play block. That's going to set them up with a 1st down. Talk about a clutch time to come through with a big run there, huh, Brock? You never want to go 3 and out from your own side of the field.
You know what those big guys like at the line of scrimmage, too? They like a chunky run. They don't mind being chunky themselves, and that won't move the chains.
First down from the 42. One in behind center with Swift. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Got to be 2nd down.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play
1 yard
is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Staying grounded with Swift. He still has room inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. We'll get 22 out of that play. And that'll be first down Chicago.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. From the red zone on first. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. I'll run it with Monangai. And 2 yards, all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Bears with possession and a fairly comfortable lead to begin the 4th quarter. Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Now here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and that hit knocks it free, incomplete.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Santos' kick is good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Well, those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult. Now 2 touchdowns got to be scored. And that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Young looking to throw. And the coverage too much to battle through on this play. Multiple defenders there, a lot of contact at the catch. This one's incomplete.
Fair to say he's just been all over the place in this one today. Some accuracy issues early. They gave him plenty of looks trying to get him into rhythm, but they just never could, and the incompletions continue to pile up.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And getting the first down block. Great results. That sack goes for 17.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Ready.
They're going play action. Young. This is Legance working the left side. He's going to be forced out after he picks up about 19 yards. And that gives Carolina the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Young to throw it. To the outside, catches gained by McMillan. To the sideline, and he's going to be out of bounds. He gained about 14 before he stepped out, and that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs.
They've run this 12-yard out route tape at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from them? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Young. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Young working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First and goal, Hubbard. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker.
Yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. It's Hubbard again. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line.
He was taken down.
Couldn't beat him again. He tried. He wanted that 2nd touchdown too, Brock. Couldn't get it.
Yeah, I think a couple things, Kate. I don't think they're going to go away from him over the course of the game. And then that run sets up creative play action down by the goal line. Keep an eye on that.
Young on 3rd and goal. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal.
Here we go. Grenade!
Desperation time here. And the defender comes away with it. And the Bears are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive, a run by Swift. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Monangai with it. They get to him. He's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And that's going to give the Bears the first down.
Kind of just feel it, don't you? Trying to close out this game, just keep leaning on that somebody who has produced and made the most of every one of his touches throughout.
First and 10 now from the 46. Now it's Monangai. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, you know what those runs are equivalent to me in basketball? Those are like made free throws, right? You want to assume you get to the free throw line, they go in. You want to assume when you hand the ball off, you get positive yards. Doesn't always happen, but when it does, it builds confidence.
They go with Monangai here. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here. 2:08 on the clock. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Now Williams. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Formation for the Bears.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers facing a 15-point deficit. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And the defender finally gets there, but not before a big gain. 18 yards on that play. And that is going to give the Panthers a first down.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
Here's Young to throw. Leggett's got it. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good gain, but the tackle limits it to 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 28-yard line.
Throwing here on 2nd down. Young. Catch made over the middle. He's brought down. Play goes for, it looks like about 11 yards. And that gives Carolina the first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Young. And this is going to wind up incomplete. Second down.
But incompletion does one thing, Kate, gives everybody a chance to take a little breath really on both sides. And offensively in that huddle, I'm reminding my guys, play fast, but not in a hurry. Play fast, but never rushed.
Here we go.
Second down coming from Young. This is Connie still going towards midfield. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Young. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here we go.
On second down, Young. Throw left side, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ready.
Young throwing here. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
Here's Young, second down. Chased out to his right. And this one's going to be dropped too. Boy, something has gotten into them, and now quickly, it's third down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is fourth down. Throwing now. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. So the Bears take this one on the road. One down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another. They do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year. But what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence he did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Bears winners as we say so long from Charlotte.